Hello everybody and welcome to the Pin Collector channel. If you are just joining me for the first time, please take the time to subscribe and hit that bell button so you can be notified of future uploads. And if you're a returning friend, thank you again for your time and your commitment to coming back and watching these little videos that I'm putting together. So what happened tonight is I went to Box Lunch, a local store in the mall, to get some Disney pins, because the last time I went, I picked up a few of the Princess Bow blind boxes, and although not a huge Princess fan as far as collecting pins goes, I thought the bows were pretty cool. They're a good size, they're very colorful, very vibrant. So my goal tonight was to go and get about 3 more blind boxes, because with Box Lunch, they only come 1 pin per box. So the other thing on that is, and I say 3 pins, is because most times, almost always, they have buy 2, get 1 free. So you end up paying a decent price anyway. But then I got there and they still had the Princess Bows, which was great, and I'm hoping to get some different ones. So I got 2 of them because they had set out a new blind box display of the Disney Funko villains. So I had to pick up a box to get that started as well. So that's what we're going to be opening tonight. They do give you these neat little bags. And one of the things I really like about Box Lunch is money you spend there accumulates, and then they donate meals to people in need, which is another one of my big pet projects. So win-win. So with the Princess Bows, there are 12 bows. It's kind of what the box looks like. I'll get it a little closer. Maybe it'll come through a little bit. 11 princesses, and then they have a chaser, which is Maleficent. The last time I got 2 boxes, I got Snow White, which was a really neat pin. And then I got one I wasn't sure I was going to want. It was Pocahontas, but it turned out to be just a really awesome pin. Very colorful, very nice. So those both went into my permanent collection, and I got a couple of more for tonight. So we're going to hope no Snow White and no Pocahontas tonight for the doubles, and see if we can't pull a couple of new Princess Bow pins. Other thing I like about Box Lunch is they always send their pins with these little notches in them, so it makes them a little easier to open up than some of the Disney blind boxes. The thing I don't like is they only come 1 pin per box instead of 2. But we're going to pull this one out upside down. And since it is a Loungefly pin, it does have the regular butterfly clasp on the back of it here instead of the Mickey head. So I end up replacing those with Mickey heads anyway, so no big deal there. But they do have the Disney logo on them, copyright Disney, so they are tradable if you get doubles and need to trade them. So let's see what we're going to get here. Like I said, Pocahontas, Snow White, they're already in my collection, so let's hope for something different. And it is certainly something different. I believe coloration wise and the way it looks, I believe this is going to be Merida's pin, I believe. Show it to you here. I'm going to put up a lot better picture of it up here. You know, I'm kind of torn on this one. I think it's Merida, but if you think it's somebody different, leave me a message down below and let me know, because I'm a little bit up in the air about who I think this might be. But my guess is Merida. So, but it is a different pin than the other one, so that's 3 out of the 12 that I now have in my possession. We're going to hope for number 4 out of this next box here. And again, you just really can't go wrong as long as it's not a duplicate. And if it is a duplicate, then I'll have a really nice trader. So I'm okay with that as well. So back here. Here we go. Once again, I'm going to pull it out backwards. Has a completely different shape to it than the last one. And whereas the last one had a gold back, this one has a silver back. Copyright Disney as always. So what do we got this time? Remember, Snow White, Pocahontas, possibly Merida, and this one happens to be the Little Mermaid. This one's easy to tell with the scales, glitter effects, the seashells, and the fins down as the ribbons of the bow itself. So very cool. And again, I'll put a better picture of it up here for you to see. And last but not least is this little Funko Pop Disney Villains pin set. Now, there are only 7 pins in this set. And it looks like my choices are Jafar as the genie, the bad genie, Ursula, Cruella de Vil, Hades, Scar, Maleficent in her dragon form, and that one it says glows in the dark. And then the chaser pin for this series is from The Princess and the Frog, why did I just lose his name? Phyllis, but definitely the villain from Princess and the Frog. So we're going to see what we got here. And of course, that would be the chaser. And I actually opened this one towards me and couldn't be more pleased. It is not the chaser. Silverback, clasp back, good straight pin. I'm not seeing any flaws in the pin. But I got Maleficent as the dragon, which will be the glow-in-the-dark pin that is available in this set. And it looks like it's going to be her eyes that glow in the dark. Very nice pin. I couldn't be happier with the pins that I pulled tonight from the blind boxes. Like I said, if you have an idea that this is not Merida and is someone else, please leave me a comment. Leave me a comment anyway. I love to hear from everybody. I read every single comment I get and try to respond to them all as well. And it really doesn't matter. I like all the comments, the good, the bad, the ugly. Just like everybody else, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to do better videos, things that you're interested in, things that you want to hear about, and get you some close-up pictures of some of these pins. That's why I don't do very many of them at a time. Usually, most times I do one at a time. But also a lot of different little adventures out there as well. So hope you guys have a great night. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Subscriptions are always free, and I will see you next time.